Okay, here's our setup in our robot lab to simulate the cluster 8 count pattern. We have a Universal Robots UR5 mounted to our robot stand with a suction cup mounted to the end that I'll give you more detail on here in a minute. But here we have the product placed in a pick location on a mocked up conveyor, and we have the side of the tray simulated here by this bar. It's 5 1/4 inches tall, I believe. And then we have the tray pattern drawn on a piece of paper with proper dimensions of the tray. And then the robot, like I said, is mounted to our stand. The stand should be anchored at the top, and it's not, so it gets a little wobbly when we're going at high speeds. So if it's more firmly mounted, the robot won't jiggle as much as you might see on the video, and actually the noise will be less too. But the suction cup we went with, as we discussed, is really our vacuum generator is a shop vac, and I used a suction cup and put a screen inside of it to minimize how far up the bag would get sucked in, trying to minimize any damage or stress on the plastic packaging. And then that goes into a 1-inch PVC pipe that then goes back through the hose to the shop vac. And these are kind of cool too if you end up needing to go with a hose of this size or close to it. These are meant to kind of be a cable management system, and it works real well with this hose. Swivels, keeps the hose up out of the way. It's a real good way to handle your hose or your wires. Okay, so if I press the start button, we'll go ahead and I'll run kind of simulate loading the full tray, and you can monitor the amount of time it takes to go to all 9 positions. And I'll do that without the vacuum system going, and then I'll send another video showing you the vacuum system picking up the bag of buns. Okay, so I'll hit the start button. There you go.